Morning, everybody. It's Brooke with Mrs. Cog Hill Farm, and I am about to freeze. This is not your typical Alabama weather. Saw yesterday some temperatures in the 50s in Orlando, Florida. So the whole country, I believe, is experiencing cold temperatures. But I first want to say thank you guys, and that is because you that live where there is cold weather informed me that if I would wear a hat and something around my neck, that it would warm my body temperature up and help to keep me warmer. I'm going to stop right here because the geese are incredibly loud. Matter of fact, I'm going to back up. I changed my mind. I'm going to feed them. That's what they want. I fed everybody else, but I did not feed them this morning. So before I tell y'all why I'm thankful for this, let's get these girls and boys fed. All right, Nugget, thank you for being a good boy. So, my hat and my scarf have been a lifesaver thanks to you guys. It's not something we typically wear around these parts of Alabama unless you want to dress up and look all fancy. I don't feel like we put scarves on with the intention of staying warm. So, when you guys told me to put a scarf around my neck, put a hat on my head, it would help maintain the heat, I did that. When I fed this morning, I wore just what I got on, and I had to make a run to the grocery store. So I get in my car, turn the heat on, and immediately, I didn't have my hat on, but immediately I started getting really, really warm. And I took my scarf off, and when I took my scarf off, it was almost like immediately, I was back to my heat wasn't being retained anymore. So the amount of heat that you lose through this area must be just phenomenal. Keeping it in is definitely a good thing when the temperatures are like they have been. So thank y'all. As we head to the barn with my, what does Jason call them? My bodyguards, my security. I can't remember what he said. Anyway, the boys, Sonny, Foxy, Dee Dee, all in tow as we head back to the barn for the second time. Got my groceries picked up. When there's a threat of weather, as they say could be possible here in Alabama, the grocery stores go crazy. I didn't go to the grocery store today because of the threat of cold weather. I went because, well, we didn't have any groceries. But let me tell y'all, everybody else was there for milk and bread and preparing for what they are saying is going to be a significant snowfall in Alabama. There is a cutoff line. It's kind of right where we are, where they anticipate a inch or so of snow, and then on up into the north part of the state, possibly a half a foot or more. So if they were to be just a little bit incorrect about this line, that could mean that the snow sled that my mama bought 7 years ago, that's been stored from our old farm to this farm, and we have never had a chance to use it, will be used by me. I hate the cold weather, but if we get something such as that white stuff, I'm going to enjoy the cold weather. Because I got my scarf and I got my hat. You must think it's warmer in there or something. You sure are well, happy this morning. You must enjoy the cold temperatures. Right, Dee Dee? Yeah, you're like a cat. You want to tell me to open the door, Mom, open the door. So I shared with you guys that I'd already been here, let everybody out. So what could I be wanting to do in here? Well, that is show you my new wrestling ring. It's not my wrestling ring. I'm not wrestling anybody. I wouldn't come out as the winner if I did. But the wrestling ring we are about to enter. It doesn't have any ropes. It doesn't have any mats. It's just lined with straw. And here we are. These right here are the newest members of the Cog Hill wrestling team. Because as cute as these little chicks are, and as fun as it's been to watch them grow, they have already created drama in between them to allow me to know that I've got some roosters, and I've got some roosters trying to establish dominance between this group. Now, what else do I have? I have a mama hen who's at my feet. She's always telling me I need to get out of here. This is her wrestling ring for her kids. And she comes over to me kind of like Nugget does, wanting to eat my shoes, but she's telling me to get out. She's not aggressive, but I know that's what she's doing. So, Mama here has not been exposed to a rooster, unless one of the ones in the barn have snuck over here and then snuck back out and us not know about it. I don't think that's happened. But look at what she has done while she's been in here with her wrestling children. She has laid 2 eggs, as if she needs any more children. Girl, I mean, I thought that you would have your hands full with the babies that I snuck under you since your other eggs didn't hatch. But obviously you want more. So I don't know if these little wrestlers are gonna show what they've been doing on the camera. But I'm gonna leave it there for a minute. And I'm just so surprised that Silkies are not usually, in my experience, Silkies are not usually, I don't want to use the term aggressive. They're not usually fighters. And that goes to show because, well, we have roosters in here and we have had a couple of hens in here, and they haven't ever like gotten down and fought each other. Now we do know that there are dominant ones because some of them tend to hang out in the corner while others walk around and strut their stuff. So we know that there are ones that are considered to be more dominant. Here we go. Do y'all see that beautiful buff colored one? I don't really know. I had to move the camera because I don't want to miss any. This is not pay-per-view. This is free television, folks. You get to see live action right here with no fee. I mean, where else can you see that? Yesterday, I witnessed, I'm trying to figure out which one it was. It was that lightest silver color one that's going to the back. I'm not going to be able to point to it and y'all see it. And then one of the more blue colored ones just going at it. One of them had the other one by the hair, dragging it around this ring. And Mama was just sitting back like it was, kids, just do your thing, settle it out, work it out between yourselves, because I'm not doing anything. I'm not breaking it up. And she didn't. She just let them do their thing. And I stood here with my mouth open because it was the first time I'd seen it. Obviously, I'm, in the barn a good bit, and I've never witnessed any fighting. And they've got plenty of space, so it's not that they have too small of a space and they're, fighting over area. This one right here is my favorite. I believe she's a hen. There she goes. Y'all see her? She's walking. She's scratching her head right now. Walking over to the right. She is my favorite, and I'm calling her a she. I don't care if anybody tells me she's a rooster. She's a she to me right now because I like her. Now, I don't like roosters. I like roosters just fine, but I don't want roosters creating drama. And that's right, Mama. You said it right. Mama had to chime in. I think this little solid white one right there, I think that's a girl. the one behind it is the one that was causing the drama yesterday, the little light blue color. He and like this one beside, he's got the kind of Don King hairdo going on. Yeah, those two, they were going at it yesterday. They they are definitely two roosters. Now this girl scratching right here, I call her a girl. It seems to me at this age, the boy's hair kind of stays unruly, whereas the girl starts to form. Let's see if I can show you on Mama. You see how perfect her hairdo is? It's more, and you can't 100% go by this. This is just in my theory. But you see how well defined her hair is in the front? It's no sticking up all over the place like the one that I told y'all started the fight yesterday. He's just got a little weird hairdo going on, but I'm not doing anything about it. They didn't cause any harm to each other. It's just probably an establishment of dominance, and it's gonna happen. Now, I'm not gonna have a bunch of roosters in with a couple of hens because there will be probably some violence occur if they are exposing themselves to being aggressive. At this point, there's no telling what they do when they get hormones raging. But look at this little one in the front here. He's definitely got a weird hairdo going. I'm seeing probably, I don't know. Uh, I don't want to say. I don't know. I'm seeing probably 5 roosters. I don't like it, but nothing I can do about it. And that's what you get when you buy unsexed chicks or you hatch your own eggs. But I was in a position where I felt sorry for the mama. She had sat and sat and sat, and eggs weren't going to hatch. So here we are. Bramble's in here, and that's why they're. No, I'm sorry, Sylvester. Sylvester's in here, and they're used to him being in here, but also it gets their attention knowing that he really doesn't belong in here. I see one of y'all got on the heater, decided to use that as a perch. That's probably going to block the whole camera. And I do, when I fill up their water in the mornings, I do add a little bit of warm water. And that way, well, when it's this cold outside, I don't want to drink cold water either. So you can see this one's already found the fresh, clean water. And I really appreciate it being a little bit warm. That white one's looking like, I want to get up there like you. How'd you do that? My little goat herd could hear me inside the barn talking. And every time they hear my voice, they immediately start whining and start letting everybody know that they need some attention too. I brought the hay tote out here that I used to take Pookie's hay from the hay bale out here to the front, and they think it's something special. You know, I have a feeling that if Matilda stays in here, she's gonna be kind of like Mildred was with the goats. And you know, Paris back behind me is bred, and she's gonna have her babies in what is supposed to be the end of March. And I have a feeling you're gonna still be in here, big girl, because we want you to be good and healed before you're put in with the cows. And I bet you're gonna act just like Miss Mildred did when there's babies. What do you think? You think you're gonna enjoy being well, I don't want to say an ant because you're a different species, but well, just a babysitter. Enjoy being a babysitter to some precious little goats and let them jump all over you and just be the precious little cow that you are. Yeah, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. And here's my baby goats back behind me. Little Red and Laura and Curtis, they think that I brought them something special in that tote. In reality, it's just some leftover hay from Pookie's last batch of hay that we toted from this side to the other. We don't give Pookie or Pocket a whole bale of hay per the veterinarian's instructions. Her gut couldn't handle non-stop eating. She's 19 years old, and all of her 19 years she's never had free range to hay. So to start now would not work, and he thinks this is something we'll always have to do. Goodness gracious, Red, you're chewing on my finger and it hurts. But we don't mind just rationing the hay out to her and taking it from this bale. We were pulling it off one of the bales that's stored in the barn, but it's so much easier for me to just come out here where the animals already have a bale. You gonna eat the camera? Oh, Jessie. The animals already have a bale out here, so do you think that's a bottle? That's not a bottle, baby. And you didn't swallow anything, did he, Jessie? No, he didn't swallow one thing. Got Matilda rubbing on me like I'm a scratching post. Jessie on this side, and Little Red eating my fingers. You think you and Pocket might want to have some visitation time today? Y'all are doing so much better. When they come to the fence and meet each other nose to nose, it's always a noise made. Oh, goodness, Jessie, no kisses. That feels funny, baby. Jessie and Honey. No, 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 no. So I think I'll fill up the hay basket and go around. Do you need a hat? Is that what the problem is? She's trying to take my hat off, but go get the hay and then let Pookie come have some Jessie Honey time. See how that works today. Matilda, I wonder what you're gonna think about Miss Pocket or Pookie. She hadn't showed her much interest. Mildred is very interested in Matilda, but Matilda, I don't know if I would say she's as interested in her as Mildred is to Matilda. Let's get Pookie a little hay. And y'all always think when I put this hay in this basket, it's so much better than what's on the bale. I mean, it's no different going right off the bale that y'all are eating out of into this basket. Okay, that ought to be enough. Goodness gracious. It's so much better, isn't it? Yeah. Mama fed it to us. It's better. Oh, there goes the camera. Thanks, Curtis. I'm going to take this with me, okay? Matilda, you're a smart one. Eat off the bale, girl. It's no different, I promise you. Look a here. Who's over here waiting on me? If it isn't Miss Pookie and Peaches. Peaches is laid out in the sun, and Pookie's not far behind. All right, girl. You want to eat hay or you want to go visit with Jessie? All right, Pocket. Let's get you some hay. So she doesn't get a whole lot, as you can see, and I don't even put it up through here because she has a hard time getting it out. And she's looking. We mix some alfalfa with it, and she's not happy right now because I just brought her the horse hay. I didn't bring the alfalfa yet. So she's digging through, and she'll actually throw this hay out if she doesn't find the alfalfa quick enough. I think I better go get it for you, huh, girl? All right, y'all watch this as I kind of mix it together and put some of the alfalfa in with this, what Pookie will do. And I always give Peaches a handful, because Peaches has decided that she is part equine now. There you go, girl. There you go. You see what she's doing? She's digging through the horse hay with her nose until she finds alfalfa hay. She obviously likes the taste of it better, but Dr. D told us to mix the two. Don't give her too much alfalfa. But she definitely has her dessert first, if that's the way you want to look at it. Cake first, huh? Me too, girl. Life's too short. Dessert first. Peaches, you like that? Hay? Pretty good stuff, huh? You never ate hay in your life until Pookie came to live here, and now it's hay all the time. Hay for you every day. Every time Pocket gets hay, you get a handful. It makes you happy. I've told y'all before that Tip and Bootsy are our oldest goats, and Tip can be kind of a handful at times. He's a weathered goat, which means he has been fixed. He can't reproduce, and he's always kind of acted like the boss. He acts like the boss to Topper for whatever reason Topper lets him. He acts like a boss to the girls. But let me tell y'all something. I do believe that Red and Curtis will be able to hold their own with Tip. Tip tends to back down from them, and there's no rhyme or reason for it. It's not like they're big enough to, I mean, you can see Red's not as big as Topper yet, but I think Tip senses that these two wethers that are in addition to him are going to give him a run for his money, and he backs down from them. And I'm glad to see it, because while I don't want Tip to get bullied, I don't want him to feel that he can take advantage of the other two that are in his same shoes. Y'all, I didn't catch it on camera, but I went over and opened the gate so Pookie could come back here and visit with Jessie and Honey and the goats if she chose to. And I turned around to walk over to where the other animals are, and Pocket took off running. And yes, I'm referring to Pocket as both Pookie and Pocket. She knows both names. I'm using them interchangeably. There is no right or wrong according to her previous owner. She knows both. But she was excited to see that gate open. Now let's see if Jessie and Honey are excited to see Pocket. Y'all, she just stands still for, hey, for me to put her jacket on in the evenings and for me to take it off. I know, sweet girl. Yeah, I let you come over here so you could see Honey and Jessie. Yeah, you want some playtime today? Gotta get these two buckles undone. Let's get it off your head. Come here. All right. Pookie, you excited to see them, aren't you? Went right to the fence so they can, hopefully they'll catch a glimpse of you and decide to come take a visit. Oh, yeah. You got a scratching post in your pasture. You don't have to use the fence. Nobody's interested today. Uh-oh, there's Jessie peeking over the top. Well, I just about decided that Jessie wasn't going to come and see Pocket. Jessie's ears are pinned back today. She is acting like Pocket's never been here. She's never seen her before. Backing up to the fence. There's that little squeal. This is what happens every time they're together. They make that little mare squeal. And Jessie is completely mad today. Her ears are straight back. I've never seen them like that before. The Pocket, she expresses no concern over Jessie. It's a one-way street. And this is why they are separated. I mean, look at Jessie's back legs standing apart. She's actually trying to urinate a little bit to show her dominance, I believe. But nonetheless, Pocket's happy where she is. Have no problem with her coming back here with the fence as long as we are supervising her to visit with the other animals. But Peaches and Pocket are buddies. They are together, and they appear to both be very happy. Jessie, good gracious. So I think as far as where animals will be situated for the future, I think it's safe to say that Peaches and Pocket have found their home on the other side of the barn where we intended on stinking stank coming, but we found that they were a little bit too stinky. They're fine where they are, and they're going to stay where they are. Got shelter, they've got each other. That's all they need. They're far enough away from the does. And if I milk again, there won't be any smell in the barn. There's Jessie goes again doing that little squatting. She's marking, I believe. Pookie could care less. Well, before I end this video, I just caught something out of the corner of my eye, and it's not anything unusual. It's just something that I don't see from this point of view very often. I'm usually seeing this from the milk room side, and it's too cute not to end the video with this. Y'all see, looking into the milk room, sitting in the windowsill, is Miss Biscuit enjoying the sunshine while she's in the warm milk room with the heat on and her eyes closed. Sweet girl, you got it made. You got it made. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope my wrestlers don't harm each other. And I'm definitely going to have to figure out what the next move will be for them in anticipation of them growing up. It's not like I can't put them with the other roosters as long as there's no hens, but cross that bridge when we get there. And y'all hope for an Alabama snow. Don't want any ice, don't want any weather that's going to cause anybody any harm, but I would like to see some snow. And if we get some snow, I'm going on a snow sled that my mama bought years ago. So y'all send the snow this way, and y'all be good.